to her death. We're relieved tonight to announce that we've made an arrest for her murder. Lutz resident Robert Kessler, who's already in custody on an unrelated drug charge, is being charged with second-degree murder and the abuse of a dead body charge. Stephanie, who was originally from Pennsylvania, was staying with Kessler and Lutz when her family reported her missing. After seeing our pleas on the news and with the help of each and every one of y'all here tonight, our plea to help identify that tattoo, we were contacted by her family. Through some of our investigations, we were able to identify an address that was associated with Stephanie that belonged to Mr. Kessler. When we went out to speak to Mr. Kessler about the missing person report that Stephanie was filed upon in Pennsylvania, he told us that Stephanie was staying there for a while, but however had left a few weeks prior. However, through our investigations and some of the evidence that we were able to recover, it was quickly determined that what he was telling us was not factual. So with the help of, well, as you know, on the 14th is when we went and spoke with Mr. Kessler. On the 16th is when we located Stephanie's car with the help of the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. And then through our investigative means, through some search warrants that we did, we were able to locate enough evidence. In fact, we located some of Stephanie's blood in her car. And we did a search warrant on Mr. Kessler's house where we found more blood and a pair of shoes. FDLE and the medical examiner's office worked with us very closely, and we were able to determine that the blood in all of those cases belonged to Stephanie. So that's when we ruled this a murder. So today, he's charged with second-degree murder and abuse of a dead body. This is still ongoing. We wanted to get this information out as quickly as possible. I probably won't be able to answer all of the questions that you all have tonight, but I just want to stress that we believe it's extremely important that we let the Tampa community know that the person responsible for this heinous crime is off the streets tonight. There's still a lot of work to do with the detectives. We're working very closely with several agencies. I want to thank a few just from what we did from starting on the 11th when we were in McKay Bay searching for Stephanie's body. So FDLE was a big part of this investigation, still is. The Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, Pasco County Sheriff's Office came down to help. Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission was also a big help with us, as well as the U.S. Coast Guard. And then again, the media and the public for getting our information out as quickly as possible and helping us identify Stephanie and helping us get to the bottom of this case. So I'll take any questions that you all have now. I may or may not be able to answer all of them, but I'll answer what I can.
What was the relationship between Kessler and Stephanie?
So according to Kessler, it was he met her somewhere at a fast food restaurant, and she had said she was living out of her car at the time, so he invited her to live with him.
Do you know how she died or how long ago she died?
I'm sorry?
Cause of death and time of death?
Yeah, we're still working with the ME's office. The full report's not complete to the ME's office. We're able to say it is a homicide, but the actual death we're not going to release at this time. So.
Can you explain how long her body was in the water?
I'm sorry?
Do you know how long her body or how reports were in the water?
Exact day, it's hard to say. We know we have some activity on the 5th and 6th by the water that we're still trying to piece together.
There was a witness that was there that said he saw somebody on the bridge throwing stuff into the water.
Right.
Is that?
It's part of our investigation. That's part of piecing together that timeline. Can't say with 100% certainty, but that is part of the case, yes.
Can you explain to us what's next in the investigation and if you're still asking the community for help in case you know the information?
Yeah, so the detectives still have a lot of work to do. On the latent investigative side, we're always looking for more information. If somebody, now that this comes out, if they saw something or they saw them together, any information like that would be extremely helpful to the case. But we've met with the state attorney's office, we met with Florida Department of Law Enforcement and the medical examiner's office, and you know, we're confident in that we have the right guy off the street.
Can you explain to us that he is already arrested and is under charges? Can you explain to us about his criminal history?
Yeah, so he has a history. He's been in prison several times. And a lot of it is for drug activity. He is currently in jail now or in custody now for a drug charge.
Has he picked up on that in anticipation of these murder charges coming afterwards? Was this something that you guys?
It came out of our investigation. I wouldn't say it's anticipation of it, but it was something that we investigated and were able to put charges on him for.
Have you found all of her body parts?
We're still working through all that. I don't want to release all that information yet because some of that is still pending, but I think we've released a couple pieces that we've told you all about. I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Based on the investigation, based on the search warrants that we conducted, there's several other investigative things that we did. So anytime you desecrate a human body or you do something to the human body, that's the charge that we did.
Both of those felonies.
Yes, sir. Good. All right. Thank you.